What's up, everybody? Josh here, hanging out. Lots to do today. Continuing the cleanup and reorganization of this room. I've got, let me see what we got. I think we need to dust these shelves too. We need to do a full on deep clean, right? While we're doing it. And I want to kind of figure out, I'll show you more of these shelves as we go along, but I need to, the IKEA cabinets, they need some reorganization. What's up, Ablaze Scorpion? Need some reorganization on these shelves. I've got some ideas for like themes for some of them. What's up, D Sniper? I've got ideas for like sort of some of them to have themes, complete team sort of ideas, but nothing set in stone. So we'll get there as we get there. First thing we need to do, this is not toy related. This is, I live in Indiana. Dom Life, Eddie, how's it going? I live in Indiana and the weather is really terrible. It just goes back and forth. Hot, cold, humid, dry. And I have allergies to begin with. So I'm going to, if I can open this, I'm going to take an emergency. It's the lemon flavored one. So I'm going to put it in this water bottle and it's going to look like I'm drinking pee this whole time. So get the jokes in, or you can think of them. Sam, how's it going? How's everybody doing? Appreciate everybody hanging out on Monday, especially since I was like not as active and able to get to all the comments as normal. So glad you guys were able to hang out and have a good time. I did go back through, I kind of scrubbed through just to catch up and try to see everything I missed, because I know you guys were having lively conversations. So Dark Knight, what's up? Oh, Eddie, you got your Clayface shipping notice this morning from GameStop. I just ordered mine last night because I saw that they were shipping. I cannot get this thing open. Can you believe this? What's up, Kyler? How's it going? I needed a utensil here. An implement. For my toolbox here. All right, let's see. Mega Jar, how's it going? What's everybody doing today? Mike, how's it going? Hey, thanks for joining. Glad you could make it. Appreciate it. Appreciate you watching. We're doing some preventative maintenance here with our emergency. I mean, it's lemon flavored. I told you it was going to look like I'm drinking pee this whole time. Get the jokes in while you got them. Blaze, you found the Joker Titan today. Man, that's awesome. I've been wanting to get out and hunt this week. And I didn't go Monday. Usually I go Monday and my target seems to, for some reason, Monday is when I have the best luck, usually. Going all the way back to like White Knight Azrael. So if I miss out on Monday, I'm like, well, I'm not going to even try until Thursday-ish. So, I also, when I scrub back through the Monday's stream, I noticed just how loud it was when I was moving this laptop all over the place. I'll try to do that a little bit less. I'll bring you guys in. We'll start just kind of showing you all what I've got to work with here on these shelves, and what I kind of want, what I want to keep, and what I want to switch out. So down at the bottom here, that's the Dark Knights, and they are staying strong down there. I'm not going to touch these guys. And I've had, you know, the one thing missing is I had a Robin Crow and the Robin King down there. They've made that whole shelf just feel totally complete. But I can live with that one. That one will stay. That's a full, complete team. This is just odds and ends. I don't need to even keep necessarily Etrigan. More kind of odds and ends. I think Todd Wonder Woman fell over. I'll definitely have a spawn shelf, at least one spawn shelf. It's going to be hard to only have one spawn shelf with the number of characters I want to show and the way they're all really big. So we'll have to play with that. And then so down here is King Shark's. He's by himself. This is kind of I had King Shark with all the Suicide Squad characters doing the Peacemaker dance, and that was great for a moment. But now I got cooler guys than the Suicide Squad. Basically, I'll try to keep King Shark in the mix just because that's a great figure, but everybody else can go out. White Knight, you guys know White Knight. They're some of my faves, but they've been here for so long. I could probably cycle them out and then hopefully we get more White Knight characters in the future, and then they can come back. I think for now I'll have to make peace with giving some other people time to shine. For now, this Diode that I reviewed from Would You Kindly Studios, I want to keep that there in the background. This is like the main background one in all the reviews. So I want to keep that there, and I'm going to make it a Bat family shelf. What I want to have, I want a Bat family shelf. I want an all Batman shelf, just all Batman variants. And I want what will eventually become a very filled out Rogues Gallery shelf with that Arkham Asylum backdrop, the gate implemented in there. So these are kind of my general ideas. You know, if you have any, feel free. I think I'm just going to start kind of just like taking these off and dusting the shelves themselves. So we'll get a little bit of time before we really get cooking to just kind of think about what we're doing here. So if you got anybody you want to see in particular, tell me. You know, we'll try to. And I can't remember who was asking. Sniper, was it you a while back? Who was asking to see the White Knight Fire Base with the Batmo Beast? I'll do that too once I get this stuff kind of out. You know. But we'll just kind of we'll get there a little bit at a time. Sorry, I'm behind already. I know you guys are talking about finding stuff. Eddie, I have better luck at Target, but every once in a while, a Walmart totally comes through. And I mean, I've had my biggest hauls ever at Target. And I think the first figures that I reviewed on this channel were that first gold label wave of the Todd Batman and the Witcher and the Mandarin Spawn, was it? I found those at Walmart. So Walmart comes through less frequently, but they come through in a big way when they do. I haven't seen that Beast King, or have I seen that Beast Kingdom Suicide Squad King Shark? I think I have, but it's been a while, right? Were they kind of teasing that a while back? Aliens in Space, the White Knight comic, both of them are really good. I think there were certain aspects of the second one that I liked even more than the first, but I think the first one's better overall. Mega Drawer, setting up an MGS display. Well, you know, with the stuff that we were talking about the other day about putting more maybe shelf space, more floating shelves, like in this corner, and perhaps even over on this wall here, because I've got this stuff from Scud, the Disposable Assassin, which is but it's my favorite comic book ever. It's an old indie comic from the '90s. It's like an action comedy. This stuff, I love this stuff, but it doesn't need to be here. And I arranged it right here when I had different stuff, kind of a larger bookshelf and more different, just different things over here. So now I kind of have this whole space above these to kind of maybe get more storage going on in here. I've got some, like I was showing you, some art, some stuff that could go up on the wall, but I don't actually. The more I think about it, the more I'm thinking, I don't. I'd rather use the wall space in here for shelves, because we do have a lot of art throughout the rest of the house. Yeah, MTB. I am gonna do some experiment with some evening streams. The first one I want to do is actually at my buddy Danny's place, Galactic Geek. That I did that collection tour at his place for the 3,000 subscriber video, and he's got that city Diode that is getting reset up in his garage right now. I want to do a live stream there, and just while we mess around, put that thing back together and build new stuff for it. I think that'd be pretty fun. Now stand it up. What's up, CJ? What's up, Curran? Nate, how's it going? Yeah, D Sniper, that Dark Knight Returns Joker is my least favorite in the wave, but there are some pretty cool things about him. I really do think that when somebody really goes in and maybe like paints all those sunken pattern spots, it'll probably look really incredible. Ambone, what's going on? Eddie, that Infinite Frontier, Damien, he's not really quite my jam personally. I like the character Damian Wayne for sure. I think he's funny, really. But that design just doesn't quite really. It doesn't do much for me. I kind of like the idea of him having his own, unique to him outfit, not just being another Robin, but. Oh, you know what, Blaze? I never read Three Jokers actually. I'm not sure why I didn't. I think it was because I did a lot of during lockdown, a lot of reading comics on that DC Universe app, and I don't think it was on there when I was subscribing to that. I think that's why I missed it. Oh yeah, that's one. Yikes. D Sniper, I don't know if I've seen anybody try that Damien head on the Carrie Kelly body, but I really think that Carrie Kelly body, I don't think it. I think it's just feminine enough that you're not going to really actually be able to do a boy wonder without it looking a little weird. You would need, I think you'd have to kind of shave down the legs a little bit. I'm not sure. I don't know. I think any head you put on there that's different isn't quite going to be right. Oh, Dark Knight. I don't. The Mezco stuff. I don't. It doesn't totally blow me away, so I don't quite keep up with everything. Yo, Maverick, how's it going? We're just cleaning in here today. Well, we're cleaning, and then we're gonna put everything back together. Hopefully better than it was before. I have such a hard time putting these white knight figures away, though. I don't want to do it. I like to find a way to be able to leave them out, but I've been looking at it for a while, so it'll be all right if they go bye-bye for a minute. Yeah, Eddie, I think that Red Robin looks really great too. It's not what I think of when I think of Red Robin, but I think it's a cool looking figure. The wings are silly, but I like that silly Saturday morning stuff. It's fine with me. Hey, Articulated Hero. Hey, what's up, man? Thanks for the kind words the other day during this stream. I wasn't totally caught up with the comments at the time, but I scrubbed back through just to try to catch up. Every time I do this, I think about how my mom would make me wash windows when I was a kid, and she would always say, "Circular motion, so there's no streaks." She didn't sound like that. I don't know why I gave it a Marge Simpson voice. Hey, Timothy, I don't even have that. I never had that Batman Detective 1000. I got that Wave 1 Superman, but by the time I started picking them up, some other stuff was out. The White Knight one, which I much preferred. Oh, Current saying Target has buy two get one free. I also saw a bunch of deals on GameStop. I think had a ton of figures marked down. Whenever I see them marked down that low, I'm always tempted. I'm like, oh, do I need duplicates of whoever for $8? But I don't need to do it. All right. Pretty gross. Dom Life was in a live chat with mostly Marvel Legend peeps, and they spend a lot of time bashing Todd and Multiverse. Yeah, that's kind of that's the flavor of the conversation, right? I think we can do things a little differently here, right? We could probably keep it a little more chill. We don't have to be so insecure about the stuff that we like that we can only talk about it by bashing the alternative, right? If the only way you can say something good about what you like is by talking shit about something you don't like, maybe you don't like it as much as you're telling yourself. Yeah, Dom Life, anybody that jumped in after the beginning is gonna, the mystery of the yellow drink is gonna be a very mysterious element here. If anybody here is on the any of the multiverse groups on Facebook, if you've ever seen, sometimes he jumps in here on the chat. Doug Dollmaker is his name on Facebook. He does a ton of customs and stuff and posts pictures of them. But he made a blue Dark Knight Returns from the Todd one. It's cool. It's really cool. Sam, my buddy picked up a couple of those Cyberpunk figures on sale like you did, and I never did. What I keep looking for is the Vin Diesel Bloodshot, just because that's a great 7-inch kind of custom fodder, right? That's something we need to ask Todd about whenever we manage to get an interview on here. We'll ask him about civilians or like thugs, army builders, like we were talking about in here on Monday. Because people are jumping over to 7-inch now. You know what I mean? A lot of people that were firmly 6-inch or just not any certain specific scale. If they're picking up this multiverse line, now they're into 7-inch stuff, and there just doesn't exist, that deep well, that Legends has, with tons of great civilian custom fodder. What should I do? Should I put these back up? I don't think I need to. I'm not going to dust this shelf with the Diode base on it, just because that Diode base covers the whole shelf, so that's fine. I can live with that. But we need to fill out this Diode shelf, because Nightwing's not on here right now, and I want to swap out this Batgirl with the Gotham Knights one. So I'm going to try to bring you guys a little bit closer here. I'm going to try to do it with making less noise than I was making on Monday with all the constant laptop moving around. Oh, I finally found, I don't know if I've been saying it out loud. I was looking for this Buzz forever. I missed it. I couldn't find him. I had been missing him since not long after I did the review for him. He had fallen behind this thing. I can't believe I never checked that out. Now something else has fallen behind there, but first, let's get this back, girl. Something about when I put these on the shelves, like when I'm adjusting them and I'm like trying to look at them on at I come down here and I'm trying to look at them just right in this way that I never look at them when I'm just walking through this room, but it just feels where I'm like when you're doing that thing where you're kind of when you were a kid and you see the shot of the movie just the way you kind of imagine it. That's what this feels like to me. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that Batman Hush 2 pack as well, and I'm actually looking forward to having. Normally, I don't need to keep the 2 packs because I just don't need doubles of anything. But I'm going to be stoked to have both of those hushes, and I'll use one for a custom. I'm going to use one for a custom Two Face, a bandaged Harvey Dent with that screaming hush head. Oh, Void Customs, Mr. Freeze, definitely check that out. Eddie, I don't think I saw that Future State custom. No, maybe I did. I know I've seen several cool Future State customs, and one of them. Oh no, what I saw actually. Here's what I saw. I'll show you. Botten sent it to me. Find it. Somebody took that Dark Detective and they made a. Find it. Here it is. Cap out of that Dark Detective. Can I show it to you? Anyway, I'm not sure where you saw it. If you saw it on a Facebook group or what, but pretty cool. Yeah, CJ, it'd be nice if that trench coat was open on the Hush. It looks pretty cool. I'm sure a lot of people make a Commissioner Gordon standing by the bat signal with the trench coat blowing. Yeah, Dark Knight, I'm with you. I'd like to see more of the movie figures from past movies, Nolan and Keaton and Schumacher even. Yeah, Blaze. That's something I want to. That's something I want to ask about Todd too, because the way I've heard it is that the DC Multiverse brand, that does not mean just the general purpose, all encompassing DC brand that you might think it sounds like DC Multiverse. That means, oh, they can put anything. It actually isn't. And I think Watchmen, they would have to pay more for the license. Hence, they don't want to do that. There's something I don't, or I had somebody ask about this in a video about how these guys are balanced on here. And what I'll do is like when they're on a stair step like this, the back, her foot will be on the bottom, but then the back of her leg is going to be making contact with the front of the step. So it's like an extra point of contact to kind of help balance it, hold it up. You know what I mean? Takes a lot of patience. It doesn't just happen. You gotta. I'm sure what's gonna happen at some point here is I'm gonna at some point on one of these I'm going to knock one over and it's gonna knock every single person over. It happens every time. Usually it happens multiple times, and that is part of it. Huh? Needed eraser to help balance your figs. Oh yeah, that's I use. I mean, I'll use sticky tack sometimes, but a lot of times you'll see the telltale blue of sticky tack, which I try to avoid. You know. Yeah, de-sniper exactly. Yeah, when one topples over everyone. Oh yeah, part of it. This is another. Here's a weird thing that I think about when I'm putting these shelves together. Like how many characters are like cheated to the left, or how many are cheated to the right? You know, and is it too many with their sort of chests open one direction? Mixing which leg is in front. You know, you don't want everybody to feel like they have redundant poses. I know that's super particular. You know how it is. You give yourself kind of rules as you go along. I mean, sometimes you break them, but you're trying to just that wasn't that bad. That wasn't that bad. Nuber says there's no other feeling of being completely dead inside when they fall over. Yeah, well, I wouldn't. For me personally, it's less about being dead inside, more about being filled with blind rage. Yeah, Dom life. I utilize the pucks when I have to. The stands are nice. It's great to have them, but when you can do them without, and especially because this is a Diode base, I don't want to cover it with black shapeless plastic. That backer is going to fall over a bazillion times. Probably today. Probably right now. Okay. All right. That one's good enough for now. Let's move on to something else. I think we should. I think I'm going to make this one front row Joe top shelf the Batman variants, because I think the top ones end up having maybe they feel like they have a little bit, a tiny, little bit of extra room up top, and I kind of want that one to be as crammed full as possible, just because I know there's so many damn Batman um, variants that I have, that I would think are worth having now, and it'll kind of be my hall of armor. You know what I mean? I don't quite have those sort of like Batcave Diode things, but that's what the purpose that will serve for me. And but let me do it. Let me step out of the room real quick. I'll be right back. Give me 2 minutes. I'll be right back. I'll even type BRB. Yo, Scott Knight, what's up? I'll be back in 2 minutes, buddy. All right. So what I have here is this art easel thing that I do most of the reviews on. I got this at the beginning of lockdown before I even started the channel, and I've gotten a ridiculous amount of use out of it. These can go longer. This can prop up. This has a little drawer. Pretty handy. But anyway, I'm going to put my laptop on it because I want to bring you guys in real close here while we hang out on this shelf, because I think we're going to be here for a while with all these Batmen. Trying to figure out what to do with them. I need to make some room. I got a bunch of crap on the floor right now. So I need to do that first. Oh, I know I missed a question. Timothy, I think the red Azrael's better. I think it has more paint apps. I think overall it looks better. I really do love the white, the Crusader sort of look, the Knights Templar look. And I'm probably gonna, I think, end up putting him on the horse. Okay, so actually, yeah. Now that I say that out loud, I feel a little better about maybe cycling out the white knight figures, because at least I'll pose that white Azrael on the horse. Ooh, or maybe the red one. Shit. The white one's so cool with the cross on there, the Knights Templar. Like I think he needs some time on one of these. Yeah, D-Sniper, I really was expecting to walk back in here with that Batgirl already knocked over. Yeah, I don't know. Dark Knight and Subliminal. I think I've been thinking about doing a kind of Pepsi challenge video with just Legends and Multiverse like articulation. Because I think Multiverse kind of has the advantage. They're not. I know they're not always as highly articulated as Legends, but the functionality that they do have is in some ways superior and better looking cosmetically. You know what I mean? Legends just have those big, like mechanical looking hinges on their torso. The articulation is nice, but this is really going to be. I have so much stuff all over the place already. I think we'll be happier to be up here. Oh, and I guess I could put White Knight Batman on the bat shelf, huh? Man, I'm really hoping I get my Clayface shipping notification soon. I cannot wait to review that and just have it. Really stoked about filling out the Rogues Gallery, over the course of this year. Man Bat, Croc, even if it's not my favorite Croc, it'll still be cool. Mango Man, how's it going? Good to see you. D-Bird, I don't get any Mayfix personally. I'm trying to think if I even have any Mayfix at all. Oh, yeah, I've got a few. Sorry. I was, for some reason, I was thinking Mezco. The only Mezco I have is Diabolic. Do I have him handy? I need to find that and show you guys at some point. The Mezco Diabolic from an old, what is it, 60s, 70s, 60s, I think, Italian movie called Danger Diabolic, which is, I think, technically actually the first comic book movie I ever made, and they made there's a Beastie Boys music video inspired by it for Body Moving. So where to get started? I guess we should start compiling the guys that are going to make this shelf, right? Rebirth will go there. Definitely Winter Bat. Definitely Hazbat. Definitely Dark Detective. I think, and actually, Doug Dahlmaker, who I was just talking about, is the one that inspired me because I love having this guy on the Drifter motorcycle. But Doug was putting these poses of this Dark Detective like jumping, and I really am dying to get some flight stands and put some people up in the air. You know what I mean? Who else do we got? Batman. I guess the Todd Bat's gonna need to go in there. See, this is where it starts to get weird because I want the Todd Batman on with all these others, right? In this Hall of Armor kind of shelf. But now, but now I have to separate the Todd Batman from the Todd Wonder Woman, and that doesn't make sense because now what do I do with Todd Wonder Woman? I like that Wonder Woman. Year 2 will go in there. Darkfather will probably go in there because I don't want to put. I hate to remove any of the Build-A-Figs or Mega-Figs from the shelves. You know what I mean? Because they have so much unique presence, shape, and size. Fear State Scarecrow. I think I need to look that one up. I don't know if I know it offhand. Oh, you know what, Scott and I don't think I'm gonna hang on to Jace Fox. That figure's cool and all, but with the just I can't keep everything. I just don't think I like that figure a lot. I just with all the new stuff, think of the future state stuff. This one is the one I. This is just kind of one of my favorite figures of the year so far, as far as just fun factor and weird ass, silly ass look. I like those. I like stupid stuff, right? Here's what we need to figure out, I think. Which bats do I not have out? Oh, now I see it. Oh, we should put Batman Beyond up there, right? He should be in there too. This thing's so freaking cool, you guys. I don't normally. Mezco doesn't do a lot for me. This scale doesn't really do much for me, but this guy's so freaking cool. Stretchy wetsuit kind of thing. It's freaking badass. He's a thief, so he could put. Comes with some jewels that he steals, that you can put in there. It's pretty freaking cool. Pretty cool. Bottom of his feet even have these. Pretty badass. That is the Mezco Diabolic. Diabolic with a K. If you're looking that up. Man, winter, Legends, you guys know I don't collect them and I don't care that much for them, but man, I am dying to see a No Way Home wave, like with the villains and Toby and stuff, right? Anybody else want to see those? I get them. I would get the whole wave, honestly. If it was a Build a Doc Ock or something, I'd get it. I don't know what I'd do with them. They probably just go in a drawer, but I gotta have them. So we need to start figuring out. Let me, as I'm thinking this part of it through. Let me show you kind of also a little. So this Batman shelf, it's not going to have a lot of mega figs or weird size guys. But while I'm thinking of this, I was thinking about it earlier for the Spawn shelf. Here's the thing. What I really like doing with the mega figs is kind of having them centered a little bit, like middle height and the middle of the cabinet, and guys kind of around them, filling the spaces around them. But the way I would have to arrange all these like acrylic risers and stack on stack on stack to get guys to fill out the top back, sort of like here, they start looking weird. Um, it looks weird. I'll show you when we get into it. It might sound weird, or it might not make sense the way I'm talking about it right now. But as we get in, I'll kind of show you what I mean. And I say that because I'm trying to implement more flight stands than I have had recently. Because in my older reviews, when I had fewer figures and therefore had fewer options, I guess, for like how do you arrange the shelves and how to theme each one and make it feel like kind of a complete thought. I had more flight stands basically, and I was pushing the figures a little bit harder as far as like getting some really ambitious poses. And then, you know, as we get more and more, and I'm just trying to kind of fill them in where I can, it feels to me like I'm being I'm not pushing the limits of the posing abilities as much as I could. You get Dom Life, you get the comic Spider-Man, Marvel Legends jumped off the rest. Yeah, I don't. I know it's weird to be enthusiastic about live action Marvel Legends because I don't think those tend to be quite as cool, and yet here I am, you know, saying that I want what you call it, Toby. I had these guys. All right, pretty good already. I think now I think we're just going to start kind of throwing guys around here, and we'll move them. Start shifting as we have to get more guys in. Anybody else? Me and my friend Danny. I know I mentioned him earlier. Galactic Geek. That I did that collection tour at his place. Back in the day, we used to call our toys. Did anybody else call them your men? Oh, hey, let me go get my men and we can play. Did anybody else say that? I'm really surprised that I haven't gotten a single comment yet on that video that I did, the collection tour with Galactic Geek. Hang on a second, let me prop this door. That collection tour with Galactic Geek, I'm just surprised not one person has mentioned. Nobody has said a word about the fact that the whole time in that video, I'm like deliberately saying every single character's name wrong as bad, like sounding as stupid as I possibly can. And Danny, like, because we just clown around and act like dumbasses all the time and talk like idiots because it's funny. He didn't even flinch. You know what I mean? I just started. I didn't tell him I was just gonna act like a clown, and he didn't even. He was like, "Oh yeah, that's whatever." Legend of Light, good to see you. Oh yeah, Dom, like you call them your dudes. Yeah, your guys. Yeah, let me go get my guys and we can play with my guys. I think I need a flight or a hockey puck up here. Oh yeah, Dom Life. I saw that comment. You were talking about getting some risers pretty cheap on eBay. Was it one of those stores where they had where they had like multiples? Was it just you just got a lot of them from somebody or what? As Blaze Scorpion, you called your figures the big boys when you were a kid. Scott, you did know. Yeah, thank you. I'm glad you noticed. 3 packs for $10. That's a good. Yeah, that's a pretty good price. They're not cheap. They really aren't. So what I'm trying here is this. I want to get Rebirth crouch because I know he can crouch, and I got a crouching guy will throw off. Will be a little bit of unique posing. So I want to perch him on here with Snowbat with his leg lifted up like he's kind of an explorer on an Arctic expedition. Uncommon uncommon YouTube trajectory it, for someone to when they get more subscribers to then be like, how can I make my content more stupid and boring? You guys just are watching me, my back facing the camera, and me talking about characters without even being able to say their name right. Adam, what's going on, Medi? Oh, Jay, you just put your horse together. That's badass. Yeah, I can't wait. I need to get the horse is definitely going to find a home here over the course of this. Maybe not today. We'll see where we get. Man, I don't know. I don't know. Separating this White Knight Batman from the White Knight Bat Cycle, separating him from the rest of the White Knight group. I don't know. I'm feeling reservations about it. But it'll be all right. We got to switch it out, right? We got to get some freshness here, right? Plus, this White Knight one had some of the coolest accessories. Oh yeah. Victor. So this is I think Children's Palace and Child World was a national chain, but I got this shirt. We have this store, I'm in Indianapolis. There's this place. It's called the Shop, and they sell all these like shirts of old, dated, like usually Indiana specific um, logos, like concert venues. Like the names have changed, in the time since in past 20 years. So they have these T-shirts with like old logos of like the name of what the concert venue used to be and stuff. And they have these Children's Palace ones, and I used to go to Children's Palace before they all closed. But I don't know why they are offering this specifically when most of their stuff is regional and local specific. Yeah, Adam, I ordered Clayface last night from GameStop, so hopefully he shows up soon. Yeah, I know there's some people that watch this channel that are also in Indiana. The Children's Palace that I used to go to is the one in Greenwood, It was by the Greenwood Park Mall, and it's where it has been a Best Buy ever since. And that Best Buy is still there. That's where Children's Palace used to be. I need to find White Knight Batman's accessories. I have not done myself many favors here organizing my accessories. Oh, here's one. Oh, you know what? Did I? No. All right, here's his animated series style grapnel launcher. Where did I put that? I think I grabbed his rope thing for the. Did I grab it? Oh, it's on the stupid. It's on that thing. I got it. All right. Love this White Knight Batman. D Sniper, we've gotten some tornadoes. We're kind of at the tail end of whatever you call like Tornado Alley that runs up the like Midwest, I guess. Yeah, I've seen some in my day that were pretty significant, but it's not really a particularly like tornado ravaged, you know. Oh, Eddie, I saw that same deal or that same box set. I saw it on Amazon, I think. But yeah, all the animated movies, and it was a really cheap. I almost got it, and then because I thought it included all the animated series too, but it's just the movies. Nuber, that's a great question. I think, yeah, I was talking about this a little bit the other day too. We need an updated uh, bat ranking, right? Because the one that I did a few months back, it's dated now. There've been so many new cool Batman. I really think Last Night on Earth Batman. I think he might be in jeopardy, and I think the way I want to do it is instead of doing one updated ranking video, what I want to do is a bat bracket where we pit them against each other, and it's a whole series of start with 32 Batmen, the best of the bunch, and then whittle them all the way down to one winner by pitting them against each other, and then also include like when I did that last bat ranking, I didn't include the Dark Knights because I'd kind of already done another Dark Knights team ranking video at that point. So to include them in the mix as well with all the other ones that were in that ranking, I think it'd be pretty dope. So I think what I'm gonna do here is my buddy I was just talking about earlier, Doug Dollmaker, he always sends me a ton of photos of when he poses all his figures. I think I'm gonna go inspired by one of his for this Dark Detective, and let's put him on a flight stand. See if I can find the photos that he sent. Man, so cool. Here we go. Ah, yeah, I love this one. That's so cool in motion like that. I think that's what I want to go for. I'm gonna jock his style here. Nothing wrong with that. Take the inspiration where you can get it, right? Nothing wrong with borrowing from a friend. It was easy enough. Doug did all the work for me. I just copied him. Now which flight stands? I keep breaking my freaking flight stands. They are this thin little delicate material, so they snap a lot. But the nice thing is when you buy these, they have a ton of different extra arms, basically. So it's just a matter kind of taking them apart yourself. They all unscrew there. I need to see if I have any that aren't broken that I have laying around that I don't have to do surgery on. Where did I put that stupid bin or tote? Oh, here it is. Yeah, see lots of different. Yeah, here's one that's broken. The edge broke off of that. So if I just take this little piece apart, I can put it back together. So I always managed to misplace them somehow. I thought I had them in an organized place, and then yet somehow that organized place has evaded me. Let's see if this little tweaker screwdriver has the piece that I need. Grunk, hey, good to see you, bud. How's it going? Just doing some just rearranging the toy room, just kind of hanging out. I don't know if this is big enough. I can't grab onto it. No. Nope, I need a different screwdriver. Where did I put that? Leatherman. We're having a case of the classic. I rearranged all my stuff, and now I don't know where any of my stuff is. Kendo, hey, good to see you. Hey, Kendo, thanks for your comments the other day. I was cleaning up this room so much, I wasn't as caught up in all the comments as I normally am. But I scrubbed back through, to catch what I missed. So appreciate you hanging out the other day. Let me try to find that screwdriver. I think it's in the other room. All right. All right, back in action. Flight stand surgery. What are so we were talking about this the other day about trying to get a Todd interview happening. What are some things that you guys would ask? What would you ask? What would the questions you be? Especially questions that are just beyond the normal what do you call it? Side eye, those, questions that we've heard a million times before. What are, what do you guys think? Because if we make it happen in the future, I want to have, your guys' input too. I want you to, we can help each other out and get the most out of it we can. I think we can make it happen. Start thinking about it now. Oh, D Sniper, you're a Toy Story collector too. Did I don't know if you watched if you watched Galactic Geek, did he get that Spotlight series, Woody? I watch his reviews. I just sometimes the names of the specific lines and stuff I don't quite keep up with as much, and sometimes I don't remember which one specifically he prefers. Because when we were at his when we did that collection tour at his place, the ones that he had, the Buzz and Woody that he had out displayed, were an interesting combination of those really just those retail style ones and the high end ones. You know what I mean? It's interesting to me, the variety of like Toy Story stuff that exists, and that he specifically I know that he has in his collection. And then some of the ones that become like the kind of gems of his collection are the ones that weren't the super expensive designer ones. They're like Mattel ones. Oh, here we go. Oh, you guys are bringing the questions. Let's see. Classic suit Spawn. Yeah, that's an interesting question. I bet we'll start seeing more Spawns from that Spawn wave, or the Spawn series. I mean, more variations of Al himself. Where's some Green Lantern and characters like Hal Jordan, Parallax, and Sinestro? Newber, that's a good question, and I would like to also sort of ask. This was someone else's idea. Sorry for forgetting whose idea it was. A big, like a $40 package, like that deluxe Mandarin Spawn, or like the She Spawn, like a little like an oversized package that would have like a Green Lantern with the different heads and different constructs, so you could just make your own lantern basically, and then army build with it too, basically. I think that would be such it's such a cool idea. I'd love to know if he's got stuff like that in mind. Yeah, Jay's Figs, ask him if he'll be doing some of the more classic looks as well. Maybe make them McFarlane store exclusive. Yeah, I'm with you there. I know it's cool that he makes so much stuff that nobody else has done, and I totally get that his MO being something like that. But these are so cool. We need more guys like this. And the movie classic movies, classic. Yeah, I think it's okay for him to bring some of that old stuff back. You know, we all love it, and we want it in 7" to go with all this other stuff that we're getting. Yeah, a Blaze Scorpion, definitely with you there on expanding the multiverse to include Watchmen and maybe some of those other things that I think he doesn't actually have license to in the multiverse brand specifically. Kyler Carter, I'm with you there, man. Ask about the odds of other Image comic characters getting figs. Totally with you on that, and I'm also on the DC side of things, and the questions about what is what's the scope of the multiverse? What does he have access to? Does he have access to Vertigo stuff? I mean, maybe we should maybe not ask him if he would ever do Sandman. That's probably for our own safety. We could not bring that up. But Vertigo, I'm very curious. I'm thinking I might be able to just kind of put this up here, tucked up under his jacket, and not even wrapped around him. And I think that's kind of the way Doug did it when he posed his. Yeah, Kendo, what characters have been deemed off limits? That's a good question. Victor, is DC forcing him to make only Batman figures? Are we getting a Dick Spring Batman? Yeah, definitely want to know about some of those old, really classic OG iterations of the characters. Since he's making so many, I think he should be trying to give us some that we really, really love and have soft spots for. You know. Pretty good. Yeah, Scott and I, great question. How far back Todd's going to go with the line? Like, if he's going to tackle 1940s versions of characters, I'd love to see it. I really would. I know that he probably doesn't think that's something that people want to see in Target stores in the year 2022, but I want to see it. I really. He's got to. He's got to, at some point, acknowledge the fact that collectors are buying a lot. Yeah, D Sniper and Manga Draw are both kind of similar questions. How does he go as to picking what figures to make? Does he skim through comics or is he recommended? and Manga Drawer always wondered about how it's decided which comic storylines are chosen to be adapted to figure form, and if he has any say in the matter. Which I think he does, and I think his he's not alone. He's got people with him that they're all scouring different sources and trying to come up with cool stuff. So yeah, Sam Tao, that's one I definitely would ask as well. Does he have plans for a Dark Knight Returns Wave 2, and if there will be another White Knight wave? I'd like to hear about some of these dangling threads, if you will. Like I like that he doesn't stick to one source, and that he is free to jump around and do whatever. But it ends up being the case if you kind of feel like you have an incomplete thought. With stuff like White Knight. Should we do? Let's do it, right? Where's this? We've been going for a while. Yeah, Curran, that's a great question. Ask about another $80 price point size figure like Batmobiles, maybe Malbolgia. Yeah, I'm curious what the price point of a Keaton Batmobile would be. Because see, if it was $80, and it just looked like it had real auto paint on it, it'd be worth it, man. It'd be worth it to have something that looked. Where the hell? Oh my gosh, why am I losing everything? Yeah, Jace Figs, make a big list of questions because I think they let you only ask certain questions. That's probably true. They probably vet them all first because they don't want you going, yeah, asking them some stuff off the reservation or whatever. Um, if you guys weren't in here on Monday when we were hanging out and talking, we're talking about the people that do interviews with Todd and stuff. With Todd, all the questions they ask him and stuff like that. And I think we could make a push and we could try to get one on this channel. I think it'd happen eventually. Maybe not right now. Maybe not quite there yet, but might as well start asking and taking start racking up some no's, and then we can eventually we'll get a yes. Yeah. So if you guys are so compelled and you feel like anytime on his social, on Todd's social, on McFarlane Toys social, on Instagram or Facebook, whatever, just hey Todd, you ought to do an interview with From Before Figs. You can tag me or not, however you want to do it. You know what I mean? I will participate as much as you guys are willing to participate too. No shame in asking questions, making some noise be a squeaky wheel. I think we should do. Let's do it. Let's do a wall of fame. So today's, you guys ready for this? Ready for the wall of fame entry? I always want to try to do with somebody who is here and present during the lives. Today, let's give it up for Legend of Light 1, who's always turning out here. He's in a completely different time zone. He's on the other side of an ocean, and he's got lots of cool stuff going on and still shows up and hangs out with us. Appreciate you, Legend of Light. Always good to see you. Always glad that you can make it. You're joining the hollowed halls here. Let's bring them all. Dom Life, D Sniper, Bones in the Necro Zoo, Legend of Light. Appreciate all you folks and everybody that's watching right now and commenting. Yours is on its way. We will all get the shout out. Jace Figs, yeah, you're saying what I need to do is email the McFarlane team and show them this channel and Instagram, and you bet they'd give the interview. I'm trying to hunt down, I guess, the proper contact info. I've asked a couple people, they're trying to help me out, but and I'm sure if I dug hard enough, like online, you know, I could find the appropriate contact. I just don't have it quite yet. So once I feel like I have that and can reach out to a targeted, make a focused effort, I'll do it. Legend of Light, you're meant to be doing 2 essays right now, but you're hanging out with us. We appreciate it. Well, the thing about essays, or this is how I always like writing assignments. I kind of just cook on them up here for a while, and maybe that does involve some procrastinating and not actually getting started. But I just kind of I'll visualize it first and think about what I'm trying to do. Try and think about how I'm trying to compose my thoughts. This is where I get really weird in particular. This is where my what's driving me nuts right now is I love the way Dark Detective is holding his coiled bat rope thing, and the way he's holding it and jumping, it gives him some extra motion. But it's intersecting with Rebirth Batman's head, right? It gets lost in there. This is the kind of stupid stuff that drives me nuts. Hey, Desaro, good to see you. Nick Mandel. Phantom Knight, good to see you. Yeah, you know what, Phantom Knight, I have the most recent waves of the Halo stuff, the most recent 6 and 4 inch. I don't think I've seen much of them here where I'm at. The other thing that happens when I set these up generally is I will set up a shelf, feel okay about it, walk away, come back. I hate it. So I imagine that's going to happen. You just end up dialing it in best you can over time. Oh yeah, Sublime or Subliminal. Great question. What happened to the Doom license and Deluxe Megafig? Hell yeah. Oh, Cesaro, you're from the UK as well. Thanks for watching from across the pond, folks. Good to be in touch. Sakuragi, hey, good to see you. Thanks for hanging out. Legend of Light, you have to pack like 50 figures from university. Do you keep the boxes, Legend of Light? Are you because if you don't have the boxes, then most of the bulk is gone and it's not insurmountable. I'm gonna give this guy his, not his. Where'd my accessories go? Why do I keep putting everything? Man, terrible. Variant stuff. I have. This is what I have. I have this comic book out because I got a comic out. Because what I'm thinking, what I want to do is that the Drop Shadow toy ad that I've shown you guys, it's going to be for in the Drop Shadow comic book. I laid out that design for a document that's going to be printed this size, and I want it to be bigger back here. I want to put it on this wall, and it'll be back there in the. So that's why I have that out. Oh, Turtle Johnny, yeah, I'd love Long Halloween too, and Long Halloween would really kind of fit a would fit into that world of the older sort of 30s, 40s kind of. I mean, I know it's not Dick Spraying, but it would start to kind of flesh out those the older era feels. Oh, Scott Knight, yeah, you're speaking my language. A Bat villain wave with a Build-A Grundy figure. Oh, I'd love to see it. Yeah, any of those storylines like Long Halloween that are villain heavy, and hopefully Hush will end up kind of maybe getting fleshed out. I'm while the Hush Batman and Hush himself aren't necessarily my favorite looking figures in the world. More of those. Taken from that source material, I wouldn't be too mad about it. Kyler, yeah, that is the intent to. I'm going to be printing physical copies of the live action, or of the live action. Why do I keep of the Drop Shadow comic book? And I'm going to make it available digitally as well. I'll have more information about that as we get closer. The document is still. The final. Here's the final two pieces of the puzzle, more or less. I got some odds and ends to clean up of what's there. But the main thing is missing are 2 pages. And I don't know if I've told everybody, made it totally clear, but the way that the Drop Shadow comic is, the first half, like the first 12 or so pages, those are all like conventional story, like sequential art, panels, comic book storyline. And then I have a few like sort of pinups in the after that, and then the toy ad, and then the back half. The toy ad is going to be the very middle, where the staple is. Like the toy ad will be the very middle spread of the book. So, and then everything after that, it's going to be like gallery pages, and it's like mixed media. There's a lot of different sort of. It's not all just like traditional or digital art. So one of the pages is going to be my buddy's doing a painting, like a painting on a canvas, and it's going to be a photograph of the painting with some cool like kind of set dressing in the photo. Like we'll put that some of the different stuff, to make it look like almost it's like it's in Drop Shadow's kind of Batcave area. And then the other one that's still got a ways to go is it's a live action movie poster, which meaning I've taken photos of my friends like in costume as these characters, and then we're gonna composite these photos and do it and make it look like a Drew Struzan style movie poster. I know I posted. I know I posted it, but in case you didn't see it, like that's Danny, that's Galactic Geek in character as it's gonna be pretty cool. And yeah, it'll be it's gonna be a little bit unconventional, but in my I don't know, I read a lot of indie comics back in the 90s and stuff, and the comics would always have a lot of like ancillary materials in the back. Other artists would contribute and do the characters from that book in different weird styles, like this one I was talking about earlier, back in the 90s, Scud the Disposable Assassin. I used to have like Jim Mahfood would do a bunch of, and like Doug TeNapel would do pinups and stuff in the back of those books and stuff. They were always really cool. Oh yeah, Kyler, appreciate that, man. I think it'll be cool to show you guys. It's not like I don't know, in case you couldn't tell, a lot of this stuff, my creative stuff outside of this channel is generally comedic. I really I love like action comedies. I like stuff that's both like really funny and stupid and also like actually badass at the same time. Stuff like Hot Fuzz, you know what I mean? That kind of vibe. Where it's a silly ass cartoon but also cool as hell too. Oh yeah, Nick, a deluxe Poison Ivy, some big ass plant accessories, that would be cool. Yeah, the bombshells were awesome. Those DC bombshells. I think of all the stuff that's been announced so far and that we've actually seen, Man Bat is the one I'm looking forward to the most. I mean, but of all the stuff that we haven't seen that has been, well, has Keaton Batman actually been leaked? The Flashpoint stuff, has it technically been leaked? I don't think it has. I'm banking on the fact that we're gonna see it. I think it's inevitable with Flashpoint movie coming out. So as I get more figures on a shelf, it becomes both easier and more difficult, if that makes sense. Because now it becomes like sort of like I'm filling out spaces, and now it's just kind of like negative spaces what I have left to work with, and how do they fill in there? Can they, stuff like that. Oh, so yesterday I reposted the Spawn Dream House commercial. I know a lot of you had already seen it. Some of you hadn't. I was thinking just because like we're in this like this week, I don't have any reviews to do. I don't have any reviews for you, but I can keep delivering stuff. Um, and actually, what's funny is I'm doing like 2 live streams this week. The live streams are in some ways less work because I don't have to edit them or anything afterwards. And I know people do watch them after the fact if they can't make it. And I do try to make them enjoyable for if they've been archived, for when they've been archived and you're not watching it live. Hopefully, it's still entertaining. The ones this week, I don't know. The ones this week, I'm spending a lot of time just doing this. So it might not be the most fun lives to watch archive, but I think we're having fun in here. I know I am. Starting to get a little crowded in here, which is fine. You can see kind of what kind of space we still need to fill. I'd like to get a little bit of separation between the levels. I like to have them. I like to have every character have room to breathe. And then, of course, what irks me about this. Whose suggestion was it? I can't remember now. Sorry, I can't remember who thought of the great idea of putting a backdrop behind this. Because usually, I'll fill out the space higher. I like to use every little square inch that I can. But this diode keeps guys a little bit lower. Yeah, J Spigs I'm saving the best and favorite, the Batman, the re-ranking of the Batman until we can do the whole bracket. We'll do the. And I was originally going to do that this month, and it was going to be called March Badness, because I'm in Indiana and everybody's ridiculous about basketball. But I just didn't have time to do it this month. I got some other work stuff that took priority. And that's ended up actually being okay because now we just got Rebirth and Dark Knight Returns, some other really good contenders. Let me be right back. I'll be back in 2 minutes. I'm gonna. I think I just had a good idea. What I want to do instead of this white knight, let's really commit to actually cycling him out. And what I'll do is I'll put the red white knight Batman up there, just because I never have him up. He's been in a little bin since I got him. Oh, Christino, you are not the only one that wants a ventriloquist. That's for sure. Yeah, Ablaze, the yellow bottle. Yeah, it returns from whence it came. I would love a Condiment King. I'd love a Kite Man. I know they're stupid and silly and like memey characters, but I don't. Yeah, whatever. It's funny, man. Oh yeah, you guys are all speaking my language. Finner, Arnold Wesker, Peyton Riley, or the new 52 creepy version of Ventriloquist. Victor says a C-list Batman villain wave would be good, but doubtful. Still would want Eraser, Firefly, Mr. Camera, Crazy Quilt. D Sniper would love a Toyman in a giant robot suit figure like the Toy Biz Mecha Hulk figure. Nick wants a classic Riddler. Kyler wants a Deadshot. Can't argue with that, folks. Oh, a Court of Owls pack. Yeah, Turtle Johnny. That's another great idea for an army builder figure. You know, those things that if Todd's talking about, he doesn't think whatever fill in the blank would sell. I mean, an army builder. Maybe the 10-year-old kids don't want it, but we want 3 of them each. You know, if not more. Yeah, Nick. Exactly. We still don't have a Catwoman. This whole like female figures don't sell thing. It's a self-fulfilling prophecy because he doesn't just give us the damn Catwoman that we've been wanting for 3 years. More. Oh yeah, Jay's Figs. You're saying Todd should finish the Teen Titans. Yeah, it's not my jam, but I know there's a lot of those of Titans, Teen Titans fans out there, and I think he should. That cyborg that looked so cool. The scale of it, the big chunky size. When he does those animated ones like that, man, they look awesome. Yeah, see, this will be good, and it'll just be one less like blob of gray amidst all those other gray Batman. Yeah, Kyler would get 20 talons for sure. Oh yeah, Victor, that's a good idea. That current Catwoman as a generic female ninja. Hell yeah, that's a good idea. Yeah, Nick, we still haven't gotten a classic comic Wonder Woman. Oh yeah, Scott Knight, he does kind of have the Rainbow Batman vibes. Yeah, that'll be good just to have a little pop of a different color. Although now, here's where I do my ridiculous um, thoughts about what do I do. The blue of the year 2 is a big pop of color, and this is a big pop of color, and they're right next to each other, and everything else is gray. So I need to separate them and balance the whole thing and get that color infused throughout and not just this weird pocket of two guys that have some colors. Oh, unfortunately, here we're going to throw some more color in here too. Finner, I think I'm with you. Zatanna is probably my most wanted female figure for the line, but I guess I kind of the rogues is what I want first. So I would do want Catwoman and Poison Ivy before Zatanna. Yeah, Nick, I'm with you. I like that long Halloween Catwoman because I like the purple suit, but I don't like the hair out. That never worked for me. And the long Halloween has purple suit, hair in, tail. I like that's good. What's that? Kendo saying Todd really didn't say female characters don't sell. He said an entire wave of female characters would be a hard sell for any company. Yeah, that's not unreasonable either, and nobody's expecting that, right? So I don't think he meant anything by it, really. Um, Probably, was it a little bit out of touch? To kind of say it maybe. Um, but I don't think he minds opening himself up to controversy for whatever it may be. Plus, I mean, especially, I mean, hell, I posted that little short video, and I didn't even mean it in a backhanded way or to even be referencing like the current, people being mad about what he said. But I point out this Buttercup just because it has such a cool, um, like they did not have to go this hard on these legs because they're hidden underneath this dress. But they're really cool, and you could make like a 7-inch black cat, definitely like a Harley style, like the Suicide Squad, like the motorcycle outfit kind of thing. Um, but I bring that up to say that he's not. It's not like he's like skimping when he does do the female figures. This has sculpted ball joint ankles. Are you kidding me? Underneath a dress. So he's putting the love in. Classic Predator. You got held that gold edition. Nice, nice. It's super cool. It's got so much shelf presence. Um, just big and glittery gold. Kyler, your top female fig would be Artemis from Red Hood and the Outlaws. That's a good one. Oh, a Blaze Scorpion, great idea. Talia and Ra's al Ghul 2-pack. Christino says Catman and Catwoman 2-pack. Yeah, Sky Knight, Jim Lee, Wonder Woman, definitely. Yeah, Jace Figs. Most of the Wonder Woman that he's made look amazing. They really do, all of them. Last Night on Earth, Death Metal, of course. The one that Todd designed is a really great figure. Yeah, a Blaze Scorpion, a Jim Lee wave of figs. Yeah, Hush, basically, right? Oh yes, Kendo. Yes, the Endless Wonder Woman is great too. It is. It looks awesome. It's a great sculpt. gosh, you see how fast stuff just leaves my brain when I don't think about it. Like I didn't want to keep that Wonder Woman. I have a feeling they're going to give us like a gold label, so I didn't keep it. But it's just totally left my memory. There's too much to keep up with. Christina saying I think the Todd design Wonder Woman could pass for a Flashpoint one if you want to put it with Flash, Reverse Flash. Thomas Wayne and Grifter. Yeah, that's a good idea, actually. I'm hoping for a Huntress. All right, not a bad start. This will take some work. We're off to a start there. I'll leave that for now. As I come in here and mill around and putz around and think about what I'm trying to do, that'll take on more shape. Oh, where are we at? 2 hours? You guys still good to hang out for a while? I can keep hanging out. Oh, hang on. Did something just drop? Oh, no, it's not. I saw somebody was messaging me. I thought it might have been a new reveal. Here, give me 1 second. I'm gonna find this. If for some reason it starts to look like it got smoky all of a sudden in this room, no, it didn't. So now these two are open. I think I'm going to keep them open for a while. I think it's time to come over to spawn. Spawn center. This might be loud for a second. Be advised. This spawn one, I don't think it needs as much of an overhaul. I think I just need to try to figure out, can I get She Spawn and Soul Crusher in here? I'll be cool with that for now. And we can call it one spawn shelf. Now, as more spawn stuff starts coming out, like that throne, I don't know. Might need a second spawn shelf. You know what? I want to talk about. I want to do a video, kind of just a little behind the scenes. I don't have a ton of like behind the scenes materials, but of the Spawn Dreamhouse video. You know, just some photos and some of the footage before it did the green screen stuff. But the funniest thing about that shooting that video is in every single shot you see it has smoke in it, and every single time my friend Wilson would just be like and blow vape smoke on everything, and yeah, by the end of it he was pretty tore up. So we would practice the moves, you know what I mean? And it's funny, like especially the toughest shot I think in the whole thing was when the Violators cruising convertible first pulls up, and the shot is like is one person is there were three of us there the whole day, and it took three people to do the shot. One person's holding Spawn from camera left and making him walk like to the thing, and then somebody else is making the car pull in from the other side, and I was doing like a big like snap zoom out pull out to in that shot. Plus there was vape smoke in it. We worked harder than you might think. Here is, oh, I don't know if I really showed this off to you guys yet. I definitely want somebody in Lex Luthor's throne. And for now, I just have that Joker here. You know, the Rebirth one that we all don't actually care for that much, but I've just managed to get him into this like playing with toys. So it kind of feels like a little bit of a mascot, and I can't take him away. So maybe he stays in that throne. I don't know. I think maybe this Superman might come away for a while. There's just too much stuff. This is wave one. You know what I mean? We've been looking at this guy for a while now, and there's just too much cool stuff coming. Oh, Predator! You had one of those Halo Master Chiefs break way back in the day, yeah. Oh yes, Christino, absolutely. Plastic Man, very high on my list of like wanted figures. It'd be so cool, especially if they did a big kind of deluxe version with the extra stretchy limbs. Nick, you've always thought guys who vape are super cool, basically the backbone of society. Yeah, my great ancestors vaped back in the day when they came to this country, and the rest is history, right? Oh, Sky Knight, that's a great idea. The Wonder Woman in the throne. I love it. I love it. Yeah, because I'm not fleshing out my Superman corner super huge. I mean, I liked that Lex Luthor, but I used him to make Bob the Goon, and I didn't really feel that terrible about it. This Zod is so rad, but if I don't have the, I'd like to keep him maybe on deck, and if he doesn't have if we don't have room for him to play, maybe not. We'll see what happens. Oh, Kyler, of all the new figs coming, who am I looking forward to that's not a big fig? That's a good question. Gosh, I kept all this stuff in my head way more before I started this channel, and then what happens when you start the channel and now you have to worry about all this other stuff, setting up a video and recording the video and editing the video and posting the video. So my my database up here for like keeping track of all the leaks and all the reveals, I spend so much less time thinking about it now. Which also I found a while back, I would try to do those kind of news update videos where I just kind of point my camera at my computer, and we look at pictures of releases. It's pretty low effort, but um, I was starting to find that when I really scrutinize all the figures and stuff before they come out, um, by the time they do come out, I feel like I've just like seen it, and I'm like, I feel like I don't have as much to say about it. So, yeah, I'd like to keep doing like the news and updates videos and stuff because people do watch them. I know that, and I like to like talk about them when they come out and get hype with you guys, but then also find a way, I guess, to kind of just balance. Is my mic cutting out? Can you guys hear me? Hello, hello. Is that working? Okay, sweet. All right, thanks. Oh yeah. I was noticing because I was being Monday when I was all over this room and I was moving the my laptop around. It was making a ton of noise, and I think it's got one of those like noise. It'll cut off. If the audio is starting to clip, it'll just kind of not play, so you guys don't have to hear that terrible. Let's see if this Wonder Woman fits. Oh, this Wonder Woman on the horse could be cool too. That's pretty dope. Yeah, we should do this, right? We should do this, and when we finally manage to get our Todd interview, we'll put a whole shelf with just all the Wonder Woman figures and shit, Harley Quinn and stuff. That'll be in the background of the interview. D Sniper, I'm with you there, wanting that Man of Steel Zod. Predator, I think you're still good. If you need one Superman from this whole multiverse line, I think this is still the one. How about that? We could even do like have this. Nuber, you heading out? Hey, thanks for hanging with us. We appreciate you. Yeah, Nick, I'm surprised we haven't been getting that many Harleys as well. Oh, so Spawn. Can we get? I'll show you actually where I got. I actually did have She Spawn up here. And I've had She Spawn's been falling over a lot, guys. I'll tell you that. I don't know if anybody's picked one up yet. I mean, I know it's not the most surprising thing in the world, but when a figure that has very petite feet and tiny little dainty ankles doesn't stand up very well. And we're all surprised. Here's what I'm thinking I might do with it actually is maybe take a little dab of sticky tack underneath the stand. And that might keep her from tell you what's weird about the game of Tetris in the this cabinet is spawns of a certain size and violators of a certain size. You know, they don't always play well with others. They're not super forgiving. Oh yeah, Legend of Light. I definitely do that too. When I've got them stacked close enough, I'll have somebody else put pressure on that stand to keep them. This is going to be this is ideally the pose though for the She Spawn. So we're displaying her. Does anybody mess with this chain? The weight of it is so annoying. The way it will. Oh my gosh! It just. Oh yeah, D sniper, good idea. Double puck. Yeah, that's a good idea. And you know what? Something non-DC, non-retail toy related that I've been waiting on for a while is I pre-ordered the who the hell was it? Figma Death Stranding, Sam Bridges. It's supposed to be I think. I mean, originally it was planned on being here before the end of last year, but hasn't gotten here yet. I'm sure we're all surprised that a toy was delayed, but oh yeah, Scott Knight, that picture you sent me looked awesome. The black, pull it up. No, I'm not fine. Can you send me that again? I'm not seeing it now. No, Nick, I don't do He-Man. I missed out on Masters of the Universe as a kid. Wasn't quite my quite the right era. I was watching the Saturday morning stuff. For me would have been Ghostbusters and Ninja Turtles, and then Batman the Animated Series, which wasn't Saturday morning. Violator here is my hack for getting him to stand up has been to have one of his arms just making contact with another side of the cabinet, and he hasn't done any. He hasn't fallen since then, and I don't even have him on any stands. I had him on 2 stands, and he still would fall over constantly. And ever since I just have add one more point of contact, now he stands up. Manic Mike, I thought I ordered it. I can't remember who I ordered it from. I'll have to check that out. But I don't think anybody else has them in hand. I don't think I've seen them. Although to be honest, I haven't looked. Oh yeah, Kyler. I liked that. I liked that. Daredevil story, Guardian Devil, that Kevin Smith wrote. I mean, I mostly liked it for the Casada artwork, but because if you thought Frank Miller used a lot of words like in Dark Knight Returns, oh my god, dude, that Guardian Devil by Kevin Smith is the most overwritten comic book I've ever seen in my life. I didn't see the Kevin Smith Masters of the Universe stuff because I just don't know that property at all too much. I I saw that everybody be big mad about it. Of course they do. Oh, Nick, I could watch that without knowing anything about it. That's good to know, because actually I'm just curious to see, because I am an animation kind of fan, and I just always like to see new modern animation, kind of what they're doing and stuff. Oh, Kendo, you're hoping to meet Capullo. That's awesome. Everybody wish Kendo. Let's manifest this. He's gonna meet Capullo at a local con here in June. Let's see. I had Christina. I had her in this pose for a while. That was kind of like this. Like she was taking a step and sort of dragging the sword as if it was so heavy, and it was like, just dragging against the ground. That was kind of the vibe I had her in before. But this is cool. I already forgot whose idea was it. Whose idea was the Wonder Woman in the throne? Tell you guys, sometimes I do these lives. Sometimes I kind of just black out. Trying to talk to you guys. That's awesome. That is cool as hell. So, but I keep going back and forth between that and this other one. Yeah, we're gonna fit Soul Crusher in there. And I think but we're gonna do it. Yeah. Crouching pose. Oh, what I miss? Anything? 200X, Nick Mantle. Thanks for the suggestion for a cartoon. That sounds cool. I think I've heard of it, but I don't know anything about it. I keep trying to do something where it kind of looks like he's adjusting like the scope, you know, like he's like dialing that in kind of, but I'm not. It never quite feels like that. You know what I mean? McFarlane, SpongeBob. Oh yeah, there it is. Sorry, the you did that Batgirl, all black, kind of an Arkham Knight look. It's awesome. That was Mega Jar. Good to see you. Thanks for hanging out. Yeah, we've been on here a minute, huh? This is a Scott Knight custom that he did. Make that old Barbara black bat. We'll get Scott. Or sorry, we'll get Soul Crusher up here. We'll probably call it that. Yeah, it's got. No, it's got. I like it. It needs something to do with that Batgirl. I like it. I like that. Like I say, I do always prefer that sort of Burnside look of Batgirl, but the classic look, and especially the one like they did in the Arkham Knight like DLC where it was that gold. It looks sharp. That's coming together a bit better there. Should probably have, I think I need sheath spawn standing a little bit higher. But here's, I'll show you, that's how my brain works. Once sheath spawn's standing a little bit higher, we'll have like red, red, red. It'll kind of balance the whole thing. Another stand. It's the shortest one I got. Oh, I guess. Okay, see, now all we need is for Todd to never make another Spawn toy ever again, and that shelf will be just perfect. But of course that doesn't happen. Dom Life, hey, what's up? Good to see you. Welcome back. We're still going here. I mean, time is it? 2:30. Could put a little bit more in. Oh, you know what? Hey, here we go. We've got Wonder Woman on this throne, right? What about the horse on that shelf? And maybe figure out Dark Father. Maybe it's Wonder Woman on that throne and Azrael on the horse and the Frost King. Some of those medieval-ish. Who else do I got? Yeah, that could work. But man, you want to talk about something that's going to fall over. That horse. Oh, Predator, would I consider making a Discord server so we could all hang out, talk together? That's a good question. I might look into that. I'll tell you that pursuing that, looking into that is going to be, that'll have to be secondary after looking into kind of a more, a little less fly-by-night way of streaming, and just have a little bit more, have it, be able to stream, maybe even be able to do, have other people kind of join in the streams. I'd like to see a way to do that without it being like a pre-recorded Zoom interview, you know what I mean? And I've never actually, I do a lot of work in video, but not like live video. So. But I appreciate the suggestion because I hadn't even considered that, and it would be a very cool thing. How do we do that? It's the freaking photo of the of this stream right now, right? It's on my community. I'm looking up the photo so I can just copy what I did and not have to spend a lot of. Oh, here we go. Well, it's up right here. Okay, it's on this. Okay, that photo. Damn it, that's me. I don't know what's that. Here we go. This one. All right, this one's easy, right? Dom Life Discord is kind of just like more of a forum type thing. I don't know because I haven't spent a ton of time on it. I don't. I know. I don't know if there's a multimedia element at all. I know. I've also used like my cousin set one up so that we could do private chats, like when we play Halo and stuff online. Because he streams himself playing, like Fortnite and stuff. And I don't even actually. He does that, and I don't even know his. Oh yeah, I do. Yeah, I think if you're I think TCARD, his stream, I think he streams Fortnite. I'm not sure if it's TCard006. Grunk, hey, thanks for hanging out. Glad you could make it. Good to see you as always. Gosh, yeah, I've used Discord. Man, a few years ago, I was playing this like South Park mobile game. That one that's like like the card battle game, and got it because you could make groups. You could join up with other people and have like a clan in that game, and then they made a Discord server for it. Kyler, I don't know. I wouldn't mind doing it. Like if you guys wanted to just hang, like it'd be cool to be set up to be able to do it because I do game a decent amount. Um, it'd be fun to be able to hang out and do it. I don't know. Do people? This is I'm totally a noob at this. Um, can you stream console? That's kind of how stupid I am about the whole streaming stuff because I'm not a PC gamer and I do not intend on being one. Um, oh, Nick. I'm glad you that used that code to pick that up. That's good. Uh, Man, he makes such cool stuff, man. Yeah, it'd be fun to do, man. I mean, wouldn't it be a blast to play through the whole Arkham trilogy and hang out? I'd love to do it. I think that'd be freaking fun, right? Yeah, but we'll see. We'll see on the Discord. I'd like to do that. There's a lot of things I'd like to implement on the channel. It's just a matter of being realistic about how much time it takes and what would go into it, and then what I'd be getting things out of it. But it's silly that wasn't expecting started this channel. Definitely didn't want to be the guy on camera. That's not my comfort zone at all, and just not what I had in mind. And then the more I did it, I realized actually, getting to hang out, make friends, and connect with all of you is actually the most fun part of it. And I end up looking forward to doing these streams, even though they're not anything anything particularly special. Looking forward to them as much, if not more, than the reviews. So it's pretty awesome. So I'm kind of just like, you know, following. I'm along for the ride, as much as anybody else. Trying to keep pursuing different stuff because the toys are great and all, but we could certainly have a more well-rounded experience than just toy stuff. Um, Plus, it's like, I mean, I also didn't expect when I started this channel. I'd already been kind of chipping away at that drop shadow thing. I definitely didn't expect anybody watching this channel to care at all about like a drop shadow or that stuff. And you guys, and now all of a sudden, like I have more people on here um, asking about it than anywhere else, which is just amazing. So you all are showing up for me. I want to keep showing up for you and making this just a cool place to be. Doesn't have to be all toys. Doesn't have to be all DC. Doesn't have to be. Man, this horse is tall. This is tall. I mean, this horse is going to take up a lot of real estate. Nick, yeah, you're excited about those stairs. They're cool, man. They just look cool. They really do. They tie the whole room together. You know what I mean? Oh, Scott Knight, if you want, I mean, share your Discord. You don't have to rebrand it or anything. But if anybody here wants to hang out, um, it'll be a while before I do it. I know that I deleted Discord from my phone, so I'm certain that it'll be a little bit of time before I am able to jump back on there and give it the thought that it kind of deserves, right? Etrigan is not gonna. Etrigan's gonna go into storage for a while. This, I don't think this Doctor Manhattan's anything special, but I do love having him in this lotus floating. Oh yeah, Nick, the basic gray black ones that you got, those are so cool. They remind me of the scene in the '89 Batman where Joker's with the fountain pen with the quill pen. Oh, this is gonna be different than I was expecting, but I think it's gonna be cool. Oh, hey, did I ever show you guys? You guys are talking about Castle Grayskull, and I'm again, I'm not a He-Man, Masters of the Universe, not knowledgeable about that. But did I ever? I know some of you have seen it on my Instagram. I made this house for my cats that inspired obviously by Castle Grayskull. I did this like right at the beginning of lockdown. It's all cardboard and hot glue and just acrylic paint. It turned out pretty good. It was really fun to make. Um, I'd like to do another one. I'd like to do one that's like a fun house. Doug, hey, I was just talking to you about you earlier on here, man. I was showing off. Look at this. Hey, um, dude, I copied your dark detective pose on that jumping. That's a back shelf in progress. Yeah, Nick, that I was kind of thinking something like that, a Joker style, yeah, fun house, kind of like the Birds of Prey one with lots of, yeah, spirally things. CJ Yo-Yo, you're saying it'd be cool to see a video on how to declutter a collection, especially how do you sell or get rid of figs you don't want. Yeah, I'll think about that because that's something I'm kind of figuring out right now as we go along. Um, Nick, what's my favorite DC movie? That's tough, man. Let's say let's narrow it down. Let's count out Batman. Let's say non-Batman DC movie. It's pretty tough. I really like Man of Steel. But I like Birds of Prey. Gotta be honest, like I just like that the vibe, the tone, the different tones of stuff, the way it goes from being different kinds of movie all the time. It's not that I'm saying like that's um, what I want every DC movie to be like. I like that one could be that way, and not feel like it owed anything to anything else. I think that those just end up being the most fun. I even think I like the Air Suicide Squad, especially like the first hour of it, just because it just feels kind of different, you know. So yeah, Sky Knight, go right ahead, man. Yeah, link. Sky Knight, you're gonna share your Discord server, so if anyone wants to hang out. And that way, actually, when I get that reinstalled, I'll come back here and I'll find your link and I'll join in with you guys too. Did I show you this? I don't know if everybody saw this on in the cape video. That this Frost King, his cape is just a peg in the back. So if you really want to like set it off and make it give it an extra bit of oomph, boom. Now it's blowing in the wind. That's so dope. All right. This is a good start. Pretty cool. I think I'd like to get that Frost King with his one leg lifted up, you know. Yeah, better power stance, but man, this is going to be awesome. Not what I expected. But Exciting now that there's something on there. I guess I need to find out who could pass for that medieval-ish. Maybe Ozzy could go in there even. I know he's not. Oh, crap. I was just saying Etrigan should go, but now he kind of fits in there. That'll take some thought. All right, let's start winding it down. We're at 3 hours almost. This is a record length stream. I think it's also a record viewers. I think we earlier had more than we've ever had concurrently, which is great. Of course, it's on the day where I'm just kind of like standing here with my back to the camera and not talking that much, but I'm glad that everyone was able to hang out. Oh, Tristan, what villains do I think they could put in the Matt Reeves Batman universe? Well, now that we were talking about it earlier, now I'm thinking like Ventriloquist could be amazing, especially if like they keep if the sequel has more Penguin in it and kind of spend some time on like Penguin kind of finding his footing out from under Falcone, you know, throw in some of those mobster type characters. Yeah, Finner, we need to ask Todd. Well, that's a good question for the Todd interview. Can we get Watchmen, and then can we get Dr. Manhattan's junk? If they give us a Dr. Manhattan with full junk, then the quote unquote diaper pieces are going to get a new nickname. Oh, Nathan, hey, appreciate you hanging out. Thanks for commenting. Yeah, glad you're able to just chill out. That's kind of the hope that, yeah, because when I'm watching YouTube like in the background at home, I kind of go for those ones that have like a long running time, and it's just kind of a chill hangout thing. Well, actually, I mean that's part of why I like Bones' channel so much. You know, it's not just the whatever figure he's looking at; it's just him and his, you know what I mean, hanging out with Bones. So yeah, let's start winding it down. I think. Good to see everybody. Appreciate you all hanging out. This will continue. I don't know. I probably won't have any more streams this week. Two is quite a bit actually. But I want to try next week to do maybe an evening one. Hopefully, actually, do me this favor, those of you that are watching. Go to Danny's channel, go to galactic_geek, and comment on his video. Say, hey, you and From Before Figs should do a live stream. Go annoy him about it. And go annoy McFarlane Toys on Instagram and say, hey, we need to get a Todd interview with From Before Figs. And if we can if we all make that happen, I'll be able to ask them stuff that you guys want to hear. We'll practice together. We'll cram. We'll do a cram session. We'll do like streams where we just hang out and be like, all right, what should we say? How should we say it? We'll figure it all out. Void reviews, Mr. Freeze. Thanks, Dom Life. I'm gonna put a little browser. Void reviews, Mr. Freeze. All right, everyone. Scott Knight is gonna share his. Wait, did you do it already, Scott Knight? Let me give him a chance to share that server. Oh, you're linking it in the comments. Okay, all right, perfect. Yes. So go check that out. I'll try to jump on there too, but it probably won't happen in the next few days. I don't think I got the space for it. I got a laundry list of stuff to do, including actual laundry. So I'm gonna leave it at that. Thanks for hanging out, everyone. I'll talk to you all very soon, And yeah, peace out.